right, today's a big day. Mara's getting a new car, and I'm really excited for her. It's literally like kind of her dream car. You know, it's not some supercar or some crazy thing like that. And this guy clearly forgot to shut the thing. Hurry, 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 hurry. Go, 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 go. That guy forgot to shut his rear door. Anyways, Mara's getting a new car. And when I met her, she had kind of the same car, just not the same model as the one she's getting. And it's pretty exciting. She's really psyched, so I'll get to that in a little bit. But anyways, gotta go pick up some stuff from the powder coater, which I dropped off last night or yesterday morning. And I also have to bring a transmission to the transmission shop to have that rebuilt for the 34 Ford that we're doing. And just got a little bit of running around to do, and I don't know, I'll film what I can at the shop.
Windshield pillar.
All right, Jack and I were trying to figure out how to do something with this panel that he's been making, and we called our friend Ray at ProShaper, and Ray went through, basically just said, take some pictures of what you got, and that's what we did. And he, in 2 seconds, was like, all right, take a piece of wood and, you know, take a template off the A-pillar, and he just kind of like, in 30 seconds over the phone, told us what to do. So that's what we're working on right now. So this is the piece of wood that Jack made. Hang on a second. So this is a profile of the cowl to A-pillar on the Karmann Ghia. Jack did a nice job of shaping this, and basically
Poly now.
yeah, right. This was actually, I had out by the road, and thankfully nobody took it. I had a bunch of wood out there, and this has happened to be what we needed, so I went back out to the road, got the piece of wood. Now it's being used to make the cowl filler piece for the Karmann Ghia. So I guess what he told us to do is take the profile, but then drop it down a little bit lower. So
about a ½ inch. So
yeah,
as you can see, it's about a ½ inch low.
So this is the profile of the Karmann Ghia from the cowl to the A-pillar. And then he just said to make this a little bit low so we can take this piece, bend it over, and then hammer on it and heat it to kind of knock down what we need to knock down. It's hard to explain what needs to happen, but where that circle is needs to drop down, if that makes any sense to you. This shape right here. So as you can see, that's the shape we're looking to get. So hard to
You're still high in this area.
right here.
Yeah, but it's still,
Puffy.
yeah, on the edges. There's probably more in here now where the 12 is.
Okay. Yep.
No, I'll do it a little bit.
pretty much the way to the only way to have it make a reverse curve is to either stretch the edge of something or shrink inboard of the panel. So it's, you can kind of see it, like it has this shape, but it also has this shape. And what we needed is for this to have more radius this way.
Towards your left a little bit. Try not to get you in the face.
It's alright.
You're breathing the burning soap. Ready?
Yes, sir. It's really hard to hold this.
Yeah.
You ready to move that?
Yeah, you see what color it turned?
What?
You hit it with the thing?
No.
Oh.
What color did it turn?
Orange.
Turn that thing off. We ain't heating on, Troy.
He gets like weird ones.
Well, listen, I can't eat them, so this is all for you guys.
What'd you get?
Don't get too close, you'll see my mustache.
Anna says that to me all
Well, I don't know, they just make them right in front of
There's
you.
bacon on that
Yes,
one.
see?
I don't want the one
So I
with
don't know,
bacon.
to me that looks less weird than anything.
Yeah.
But anyway, they just made them on their way here, so I brought them for you.
So she brought us donuts in her brand new car. This has been Mara's dream car. When I met her, she had one. However, it wasn't an M. And this thing is sick. Pretty nice.
Very nice. Look at that.
I won't be able to sit in this thing
No,
ever.
me neither.
I've done 20,000 miles since January. Is that not, that's not normal. So excited. Oh yeah. Isn't that ridiculous?
So I'm looking at Mara's car and I'm just realizing what Matt drives in. Sick. I don't know whose it is. Maybe it's Matt's. Real quick, just popping some spacers on this thing. She had spacers on her X3. These are literally the same wheels that were on her X3. And while I'm at it, I'm just cleaning up. Like, this is aluminum in this area, and it just kind of gets crusty from just being the brakes and like brake dust sitting on them and stuff. So I just sanded it down and just hit it with some trim black, and spacers on, and it should be good to go. All right, I'm gonna give you the perfect reason why I'm not quite sure this interior is the best option for our household. The interior is obviously a very creamy, very white, creamish color. Look at my jeans. I'm doing what I can to not get my jeans on the seats. But I'm obviously sitting on the seats. All right, I just got back from my test drive with this thing. It's awesome. It's so fast. Like, I put it in sport mode, and hammered it. I was like going 100 in 2 seconds. This thing is so fast. And it's really nice. It's got this like big thick steering wheel. I don't know, it's really comfortable. Good job, Mara. My wife has awesome taste. I'm back in the car, heading over to the powder coater to pick up the rear end that is media blasted so we can weld to it. I'm actually picking up the frame too. The frame is all finished being media blasted. Happens to be that the place that has the Honeywell gas valve for our heater is like right up the street from the powder coater. So able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. All right, so the stuff that needed to be media blasted is now media blasted. So as you can see, rear end is super clean. Now we're just ready to put all of the brackets for the ladder bar setup on it. This is the chassis. I was kind of unsure of what was gonna be underneath the paint that was on this thing, but it looks pretty good. We're gonna have to change out this rear cross member and then change out that cross member also. We're gonna have to put a straight cross member in the back for the setup that we're doing. That way we won't have to get into cutting the floor of the 2-door sedan body. So this little kick up here was for the previous rear that was in there. And since we're not doing that rear, we're able to do a flat cross member, which means we don't have to cut into the body, which is awesome. So other than that, this thing looks really good. It's always nice to be able to weld to like clean, fresh metal than like, you know, old crusty junk is the worst. They would do a really good job of like getting into all the nooks and crannies and making it so it's kind of perfect. So we're obviously gonna do what we need to do, and then it's gonna come back here. It'll get blasted again. But when they have to do it again, it's gonna be obviously all the work's really been done here. So they just kind of have to go over it quickly just to get any like little fingerprints or whatever. You know, obviously you can see like, you know, where somebody touched it or whatever. So like that'll get reblasted and then powder coated. So looks like we got a little bit of a blown head gasket. Matt, tell me about your new car.
It's not my new car.
Whose car is it?
It's my friend Zach Shetler's.
What are you doing to it?
I had to do injectors on it.
Okay.
Because 2 of them died. But it's somehow it's becoming a tradition. We're about every September, October, a random 180 with a CA18 ends up in my possession because I gotta fix it because it's somehow straighted. Remember last year with Greg's car?
What color was that one?
It was like this teal turquoise color, had like a sexy style kit on it, Model 5s. That car was like fully kitted out. This one is like...
How long has this car been here?
Like in the States?
Yeah.
A couple months. Under 6 months, probably.
Did you put the sunroof in it?
No, I did not. They come with that. My car's the same one.
Your car is that roof? That's a stock sunroof?
Yeah.
It is?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I just thought I thought they were all aftermarket, awful dealer installed sunroofs.
No, most of them. If there's a sunroof on an S13, it's just factory, and it's like from a factory. S13 hatches have the cool pop-up one. I mean, like this one. And then the coupes have an actual like power sunroof where they actually like sucks down and goes back. But these ones are cooler because it doesn't have all the mechanism. You can like roof's higher and they just look cool. Oh yeah.
I honestly thought these were always something that like was a dealer thing, like a US dealer thing.
No.
I mean, I guess I don't know.
It was just a sunroof option. And if you have an S13 hatch with a sunroof and you don't have it popped 98% of the time, you shouldn't own an S13 hatch with a sunroof. That's just my 2 cents.
You gotta keep it popped.
Gotta keep it popped all the time.
All right.
Unless it's raining, like it is. Want to see something cool?
Yeah.
You gotta listen to it. You gotta get.
I have to get in it. Hang on. I don't know anything about S13s.
It's gonna do that thing that like all the Japanese cars do.
What does it say?
I don't know. It says something.
Do it again.
Yeah, that means something. If you know Japanese and you know what they said, drop it down in the comments below.
It came with money.
Yeah. It's not very good money. It's got a hole in it. They all have holes in it. I don't know, some of them do.
Okay.
That is a turbo timer that came with the car. Came in the car, they took it out. It's got the road flare.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Does this have a spot?
Yes, it does.
Where? Is it over here?
Yep. Yeah, right on the kick panel.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I gotta put it back.
My car has it. I don't have the flare, but my car has a thing there.
Thing for it, yeah.
Cool. That pretty much does it for today. Hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. And as always, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. See you guys tomorrow. Later.